Hi.
How are you, dear?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, and thank you for asking. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Am I your second class today?
Yes, right.
And of course, I saw your message. I read your message. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about an article about the Earth.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And of course, before we start, let me ask you, why did you choose this topic?
Actually, I didn't know that day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Especially when I was in Korea, we didn't
Mm-hmm.
celebrate Earth Day.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to know about that day more, and
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of expressions using the word
Yes.
Earth, so it was interested
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's
Mm,
it. Okay.
mm,
Actually, before maybe you were not aware of these expressions, right? Mm-hmm.
mm. Yeah, right.
But of course, I'm sure you've heard some of those.
Mm, more?
Not really? Have you heard about these expressions before?
No,
Uh-huh.
there are a lot of
That's why.
word
Yes.
celebrating days, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the Earth Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to study that one today. And can
Mm-hmm.
you tell me, where did you get this? Is it from the junior articles?
It's from senior article.
Junior articles. Okay, just to double check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send the copy here. Of course, I've read this and I know that you have read this in advance.
Yeah, right.
You're always a prepared student.
Mm,
You're always prepared for the class. Okay,
yeah,
so let me
right.
just go ahead and check on it.
Number is
Here,
843.
what on earth? Yes, this one.
Mm.
hmm Okay, so let's start.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier you mentioned that before you were not aware that there is what we call the Earth Day, right?
Mm, mm.
hmm So back in Korea, you were not aware of this.
Yeah, right.
Ah, okay. But when did you learn about this?
Today.
Okay. What about there in the US? Didn't you celebrate this on April
Actually,
22?
actually, it's on April, so I
Yeah.
haven't experienced April's life in America. So
Uh-huh.
next April, I can
Mm-hmm.
realize or I can, yeah, experience that day, but I don't know. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
And can you tell me, when did you arrive there?
Uh, you mean normal days?
You said you have not experienced April life, okay?
No, no.
An April day in
April
America.
days. Yeah, right.
When did you come? When did you arrive to America?
Ah, I
hmm
moved here on June this year.
Okay. Oh, by the way, if we mention or if we say the month or the year,
Mm-hmm.
there's no specific date. It should be in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if there's a date, for example, you're very specific. hmm
Mm-hmm.
For example, on June 3rd. So we use on. Okay?
Mm, pardon?
Okay. So can you see the chat box, Sunny?
Where? Checkbox.
I sent you. Yes.
Chatting box, you mean?
Yes. Yes.
No, I
Can
cannot
you see
see
that?
anything.
So I sent. All right. So I'll just write it here again. So I'll just use my pencil here.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier you said you came here on. You came in
June.
America. You came to America on June, right?
Yeah, right, right.
So what I was just trying to inform you is that
Mm-hmm.
if there is no date,
Mm-hmm.
so just June,
Mm.
the month, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And year, for example,
Yeah.
2019,
Yeah.
we
I have
use
to use
in
in.
instead.
Uh,
Yes?
I see.
Okay.
I have to use in instead of on if I have no date.
Yeah, no
I
specific
see.
date.
No
Okay?
specific date. I see.
Yes.
I see.
Okay, but for example, you arrive there June 10.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So
On
you can use
June
on.
10th. I see. I see.
Okay?
In June. Yeah. Yeah. Good. If I don't.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, anything?
No. Yes, I moved here
All right. So it's
in
that clear, right?
June. In June or
Yes,
on
very
June
good.
1st. Yeah, right.
Yes, that's it.
Mm,
Okay?
mm, mm, mm.
All right. So
Good.
I'll erase that now. We'll go back to the article. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is this about? What is this article about?
Mm, it is about uh, on Earth
Mm-hmm.
expressions expressions with using Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, First of all, the article introduces the Earth Day,
Yes, very good.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and the rest of the article says about a lot of uh, expressions with Earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything else? That's correct.
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very
Mm,
good.
mm,
Okay, now my question is,
mhm.
why do we celebrate, or what is the reason for celebrating the Earth Day?
Because we can think about how our lifestyles and habits affect
Mm-hmm.
the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So while that day we think
Mm-hmm.
more about the earth.
Yes, very good.
Mm,
Just like what you always mention to me, when you
mhm.
go out, you try to use the eco bag, right? You don't use
Yeah, right.
plastics.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm.
Okay, and you just use the reusable ones,
Mm,
right?
mm, mm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right.
So it's all about taking care and
Mm,
having a retrospect about the
mm.
earth.
The earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Okay, very good about the earth. Okay, so this time,
Mhm.
I'm going to, of course, we are going to skip the vocabulary part,
Mm,
right?
mm. Good. Yeah.
But I would like you to give me a sentence using the word reasonable.
Reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, reasonable. I I think the hotel was reasonable. Hotel
Mm-hmm.
cost
Yes.
was reasonable.
Very good.
Mm,
So when you say reasonable, even if they charged you with that amount, at
mm,
least
mm.
the service was okay, right?
Yeah,
They
right.
have good service. Okay, very
Mm,
good.
mm,
hmm So you also mentioned about the expressions, okay,
mm,
using the word earth. hmm Let's go to number two,
mm-hmm,
because of course you already know the answer to number one in the
mm-hmm,
comprehension questions,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
What about number two?
What does it mean to move heaven and earth?
Mm-hmm.
It means that you are willing to work very hard for someone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So these are idioms, right? Idiomatic expressions.
I have a question. Do you usually
Yes.
use that expressions? in your lives?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yes.
I
Actually, it's
see.
common for me.
Mm,
So, if something seems to be impossible,
mm-hmm,
or very, it's difficult to
mm,
find a solution for it, so
mm,
I would say I'll try to move heaven and earth. Okay, just to be
good,
able
good.
to solve that. Uh-huh.
I see. Actually, in Korea, there are a few
Mhm.
expressions with the earth, so I
Mhm.
didn't know about that there are a lot of English expressions with earth.
Mhm. Mhm. Just like
We have,
moving the mountains, right?
mm-mm,
Can you
uh,
move the mountain? Of course not. But it's a kind of an impossible thing to do, but you are going to try your best to do it.
mm,
Hmm. What about in Korea? You mentioned that there are, of course, expressions, but not a lot. Have
yeah.
you tried using earth in one of your
We
expressions?
use when a person want
Mhm.
to uh, uh, a person chase someone, some other
Mhm.
person.
Mhm.
We usually use go to the end of the earth.
Oh yes, very
So,
good. Yes, that's correct. Did you
mm,
use that often?
yes, yes, these
Uh-huh.
expressions,
Yes.
yeah, is used a lot, but uh, besides, I couldn't find other expressions.
Mhm. Okay. But
Mm,
of course, at least you had one, right? Using the word earth.
mm, mm.
Mhm. So go to the end of the earth. Yes. It means that. What does it mean?
Uh, uh, until uh, we have to chase
Mhm.
chase that him,
Mhm. Yes. Even if.
even if there are some
Mhm.
barriers.
Go ahead.
We have
Yes. Very
to,
good. Go
yeah,
ahead.
chase him.
Mhm. You're correct.
Mm-mm.
So even if there are some barriers,
Mm,
it's difficult to find him or locate him, you will
mm,
still go to the ends of the earth, right?
mm-mm. Yeah, right.
If even if you don't like to go to, for example, a hot or hot or arid regions, mhm, just because you want to find him, you will go there to the ends of the earth. All
Yeah,
right.
right.
Thank you.
And the other thing, I know about that
Mhm.
meaning, sort
Yeah.
of the earth, but in
Mhm.
Korean, we don't use the earth.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
we just say sort of the society or sort of the world. So we don't use
Okay.
the word earth. And
We always use that here.
mm, yeah, so I realized that too.
Mhm.
Sort of the earth, the
Mhm.
expression sort of the earth.
Yes. Mhm.
Mm,
Now, what about heaven and earth?
heaven and
Do you have
earth.
an idea what? Yes,
Heaven
heaven
and
and earth.
earth. Mm, yes, yes, we
Mhm.
use that kind of expression. We are using
Mhm.
that kind of expression,
Mhm.
but it's not
Can
exactly
you give
earth.
me a sentence? Yes.
In Korean.
Can you give me a sentence now using heaven on earth?
Uh, we if we are very satisfied or about our lives,
Mhm.
we say
Yes.
that it is heaven on earth,
Mhm.
or we discover paradise on earth.
Yes, very good.
Mm,
It gives you a very good feeling, right?
mm,
Feeling of contentment,
mm, mm,
satisfaction.
mm,
So, for example, you are staying in a resort,
mhm,
and you feel so relaxed. The scenery or the view is very beautiful. The food is okay, and you are not
mm,
stressed. You are
mm,
with your
mm,
husband. You can say, "Oh, this is heaven on earth," right?
yeah, right, right. Mm,
Okay, it gives a very good feeling. All right.
mm.
Now, what about hell on earth?
Hell on earth.
Yeah.
Actually, we in Korean we don't use the earth and in that
Yes.
that
Yes.
expression.
Mhm.
We also have the other expressions like that meaning.
What is it?
Uh,
What is it in English?
real hell, real hell. It is like real hell.
Real hell.
Yeah,
Real hell.
yeah, right.
As in extreme. Mhm.
Mm,
Real.
it's like real
You are
hell.
in real hell,
Mm.
right?
But we don't
Why?
use the earth. We don't use the word
Yes.
earth.
Mhm.
So I think in
Okay.
English there are a lot of
Yes.
expressions with earth.
Yes.
Mm.
And of course, you say real hell, right? You say that in Korean. Why? Was it? What is it with hell? Why do we say that? Do you have
When?
any idea what hell means?
Oh, you mean mm,
What comes into your mind when you see the word hell or when you
uh,
read the word hell?
mm, it is
What is
very
there?
suffering,
Yes.
and yeah, we don't want to that kind of life or
Yes.
mm,
We don't want to have, right?
yeah, we don't
That
want to
kind of
have.
life where there
Mm,
is suffering.
mm,
You're always in pain. You are sad, right? It's like hell.
yeah, right, right.
Okay. Nobody wants to be on in that kind of life or situation.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah, right.
Okay. And of course, in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we also see the expression salt of the earth.
Sort
Salt
of the
of
word.
the earth.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. What does it mean here?
It is uh, it describes a very good person.
Mm-hmm. What about down to earth? Down to earth people.
Mm, uh, sound.
Down to earth, okay? So for example, you're very humble,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Down to earth.
Humble.
Yeah, yeah, I know that expression.
Yes.
Down to
So
earth.
for
Yeah,
example, you are
humble.
very yes, you're very smart,
Mm,
you are rich, you are pretty, maybe everything is in you already. You have
mm,
everything,
mm,
okay?
mm, mm.
But still
But
you have remained down to earth, humble to
yeah,
everything.
right, right. Yeah, there are a lot of expressions.
See?
Mm,
You can start using them now that you're in America or when you come
okay.
back to Korea in the future.
Mm,
Okay,
good.
so I'll ask you the last question.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the expressions featured in the article do you find most interesting and why?
Uh, I like the
hmm
sort of the earth
Yes, why?
because I usually like that verse in
From the
Bible.
Bible?
So
Yes.
yeah. So but I didn't know the expressions in English. So
hmm
at this time I realized that expressions and I yeah
hmm
usually I I'm gonna yeah use that expressions as you
Yes.
mentioned and
From now on. Okay.
yeah yeah
To describe any simple or good person, right? You are the salt of the earth.
mm
It means that in food, you give flavor, right, to
mm
food. So it's not
Mm.
bland, so it's interesting. You're a good
Mm.
person, right?
Yeah, right, right.
Okay, so that's it for today, Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Good.
I hope you learned more expressions about the Earth today
Mm-hmm. Thank
and
you.
about the Earth Hour, Earth
Mm-hmm.
Day. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
see you again
Mm-hmm.
on Thursday, right?
Okay.
Bye
Mm.
bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you.